Yesterday, my treadmill broke. I set it up, pushed the go button, and nothing. Just done. A few years ago, I would have had the biggest attitude and used this as a sign for a skip day. Instead, I put on some real clothes and drove over to the community gym. Not because I had extra motivation, I didn't. Because at that point, it wasn't about a perfect workout. It was about not letting the treadmill ruin my whole day. Some days, it's not about hard intensity. It's just about showing up. Came home and did my strength training in my actual living room because that didn't have to change. Just the cardio did. This is what a real day looks like. Sometimes it's not about the plan you wrote, it's about the plan you adapted to. Before I get into the rest of my day, if you're figuring out real movement right now, I made a free guide for that. It's called the Midlife Rebuild Starter Guide and is linked below. I keep it simple as possible, so I just put this is my favorite simple. I usually get organic pineapples, but organic prices are You okay, my baby boy? The worst time with this. And I don't even want to dog the brand because it definitely isn't the brand. It's just, I guess it's just really sensitive. A little bit more milk in there. But I'm not kidding when I tell you it tastes like when you go on vacation and they give you those fruity drinks when you first get there. or let's if you order while you're on vacation. Amazing. Want some blueberries, right? I'm gonna give you some blueberries.
Yeah.
On week 2 of the restart, it was about protein and muscles. So today, in that video I had told you that I was going to include some more protein in my food. My breakfast and everything. Over there, I'm making it simple. I had my fruit, bagel, and then I'm gonna eat a handful of almonds, maybe like 2 or 3 handfuls of almonds, and that's gonna be my protein for my breakfast. I kind of force myself to eat breakfast sometimes. I'm not always hungry, but you gotta do something. That's also one thing that I thought about. One of the things since I've been doing all my research on perimenopause is I found out that, I forgot, maybe a few weeks ago, maybe 2 or 3 videos ago. But anyway, fasted workouts are supposed to be one of the things that can work against you in perimenopause, and I have yet to get that. I don't know how much it's affecting my workout at this time, but I can say that when I wake up in the morning, I'm not hungry, so I always just get to it. So I'm eventually going to try to start figuring out what I can eat before there's light, just so I can have something to eat, but I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, yeah, so I was thinking when I was doing this earlier, I was thinking, when did I think or realize that maybe there was something else up when I was working out and seeing no results? And I remember to the T, like the exact moment. I was recording a video, and I remember looking at that video and the shirt that I had on, and I was thinking, man, that shirt still fits really tight. So do those leggings. Not that I had a particular weight goal in mind or anything like that, but I've been moving for a while, so I just assumed, I just would have thought I'd have been further along when it came to that. Yes, so I decided, okay, yeah, there's got to be something to it. And so I started to just look at little things here and there, and that's what made me want to share. At that point, I wasn't having hot flashes or anything. It was, and can you cut down just a tip? I'm almost done. I was thinking that I would, there's got to be something else to it, because it's not normal for me to have to, oh, I'm sorry, I got sidetracked. Okay, so yeah, so I didn't have any hot flashes at the time, but weight gain, definitely in the abdomen, and also I had brain fog like crazy, and I still do, if you can't tell, and also joint pain. I didn't think about this. Aeon, get down from there. But my leg had been hurting, stop, for like, probably at least a year straight. And I had some previous videos where I had shared that I took did some a cold plunge for the holidays. I got a cold plunge for the holidays as a gift. So my husband and I started using it, and I felt the difference then. And I was like, oh my God, I found the fix to pain relief where you don't have to like take medicine and stuff. So it does work, but I didn't even think about why the joint pain was there. I just thought I needed a break. And I do, and joint pain is one of the symptoms from perimenopause, and we're going to talk about that on a later episode. But I just, once I saw myself in that shirt, I thought, okay, what is going on? Because I was going hard. Like, eating even a lot less than what I eat now. I was going hard. Smoothies for breakfast and lunch, because I had acid reflux really bad. So I really wasn't even wanting to eat that much. Running like crazy, but yes. Nice. But that's the thing. I was only running. And I hadn't put any weights in my workout at that time yet. We had agreed that we were going to train for a marathon. The marathon turned into the turkey trot, which we enjoyed. and we just kept running. And I was like, how am I going to be able to run all the time and meet these goals to try to run a marathon and do strength training and work and take care of my son? So I just figured, okay, I'll get the running in and I'll be good. So I was even doing 2-a-days at one point, and all cardio. And weight wise, nothing. I mean, I don't know if it was moving the scale or not because I wasn't weighing myself, but where my clothes fit, I saw no change. Even though you do, I mean, there is bloating that comes along with being in perimenopause, but bloating and just gaining weight, or not gaining weight, but having a no difference in when you're making so many changes, I knew it had to be something. So anyway, that's what made me go down the rabbit hole trying to figure it out, and that's how I found it originally before I, did anything else. That's how I originally found out that, yeah, perimenopause. So at that time, like I said, those are the only couple symptoms I had: brain fog, um, the midsection weight gain, the joint pain. Like, this isn't a lot, I said only, and the irritability. I don't know. The irritability. I don't think I felt as irritable. I may have. Again, that's something I have to ask my husband about. But anyway, yeah. So I started doing my research and sharing it with you after, start doing my research on perimenopause and start sharing it. And I'm not gonna lie, when I tell you some of those, I haven't taken every single tip. I don't want to sit here and act like I'm perfect and I'm doing every single thing that was told for me to do, but I definitely can see a change. And I'm talking about a change in the pains that I'm going through, that was going through. I mean, I still have joint pain here and there, but it's nowhere close to what it used to be. My energy levels are a lot better. What else? My sleep, loads better. Why? What do you need a flashlight? Oh, okay. Well, hold on and let Mama get it done, and I'll let you see it. Okay. Unless you want to use it on your iPad. And so, okay. So some of the things. Okay, hold on. So some of the things that I found that actually work so far, and don't do that, is prioritizing my sleep. That is something that has been a tip that's constantly come up, and I definitely agree with it. That prioritizing my sleep has been a big deal. And then also, when it comes to talking about sleep, those 3 a.m. wake ups, I mean, we've talked about this before. I'm not saying it's going to go away or not, but some of the tips that I shared in the video about it really do work. I mean, I don't look at my phone 30 minutes before I go to bed. What else? Make sure my microphone is on. What else do I do? Brain fog. What else do I do? And I go to bed at a decent hour, like, so that way I can have a consistent wake up time. So I'm usually up 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock hour. And I've actually, this past summer, since my son's been out of school for the summer, I've actually been sleeping a little bit later. But next week I'm gonna start going back to being up and ready at 5 and starting by 5, because if I don't, then I need to get back into that morning, even though 6 a.m. is still early, and I still do 5, but I don't make it a habit of staying at 5. But just having a consistent wake up pattern these past few weeks, wake up time these past few weeks, I'm serious, it really has made a difference. What else have I done that I feel like has really made a difference? Strength training, obviously. I can't say enough about that. It's changed the way, it's helped me physically meet my goals and get closer to where I want to be. And also, I mean, it just makes me mentally feel stronger, if that makes sense. So I definitely encourage that. What else? When it comes to the moods, I think that, it's up and down. I don't think you can necessarily avoid that. But one thing I have learned how to do is, when I need a break, I need a break. And I have a husband who, he has no problem with being with my son all the time or having his son all the time. He has no problem with it. But I want to be the person that does everything. And even he had to tell me, sometimes you got to ask for a break. Or if you need a break, tell me. So I think that that's helped. And I'm not talking about long breaks. Sometimes I'll just drive around the parking lot. Sometimes I will go to HEB go, you know what I mean? It's nothing major. Sometimes I'll go upstairs and record a video or look at some videos. It's nothing, and sometimes I'll do something bigger, but I'm saying the majority of the time it isn't. And that small little reset helps a lot. But in the next coming weeks, I really hope to be able to, I'm going to like round up the tips that I've been sharing. And I want to know what you all have been doing. Are you seeing any results? Are you using any of the tips? Do you have any tips that you've already did before you heard any of this that works for you? I'd love to hear, but I definitely think that, my research that I've been doing since I've done this, I mean, it has helped a lot, and I really hope that it's helped you. So I'm going to keep doing my best to find out as much information as I can to help us get through this perimenopause mom stage where we have to be everything for everybody else, but we also need to show up for ourselves first. That's the major thing that I've learned. I don't feel so much pressure when I show up for myself. Even though sometimes it may seem like getting up early in the morning is such a sacrifice, but I'm telling you, it's worth it. It's definitely worth it. That quiet home, even if it's not quiet, you have your headphones in and you plan all your music or whatever it is that you want to do. It may not be working out, whatever, but I feel like I can tell that I'm feeling in some type of rebuilding season, and more than just fitness, because recently, like out of the blue, I've been throwing away and like not recycling, donating, throwing away, selling. I feel like I can do a whole video on how to sell some things that I own, like baby stuff and stuff that I never use. Listen, people, you'll be surprised. But yeah, so it's been great because from where I started when I first started recording these videos, man, I'm gonna tell you, there's been so much that I've gone through. But the biggest thing is, like, I went through a whole time when I was having hot flashes. Like, I mean, I didn't want to say the word hot flash because I was afraid that I was going to have another hot flash. And the tips that I've been using, implementing those, I can't even tell you how long it's been since I've had a hot flash. And I'm just so grateful for that alone, because that was such a big deal to me. Now, if I can figure out how to tackle some of these other issues, that's why I'm doing the research. That's why I'm sharing with you. I'm trying to figure out how to just get through it the best way that we can. You know what I mean? But fitting that fitness into your life, I found it to be helpful at every stage of my life. In my 20s, my 30s, and even more. Like now, I feel like it's even more essential than ever. So hopefully we'll be able to figure this out together. But let me know in the comments. Let me know what stage you're in, what your symptoms are, and if you've been doing any movement and if it's worked for you, and if I haven't shared something that's worked for you, let me know in the comments so we can all know and build together. And so I appreciate you guys for spending your Sunday with me. And don't forget, my name is Christy. This is Quiet Rebuild Club, where we build in silence and we show up for ourselves. And I'll see you on Thursday. Holla!